Welcome to this tutorial on using subscription databases for library research. Throughout this tutorial, you'll learn techniques and strategies that can be used in nearly any database you encounter to find articles, books, and more. This tutorial will use the Business Source Elite database available from EBSCOhost, but there are many more databases available through Medaille College Libraries to fit your research needs. To find articles in library subscription databases, you'll use many of the same techniques as those used to find books in the library catalog. The first step, of course, is to pick the right database for your needs. Medaille Libraries provides subject drop-downs which you can use to retrieve a list of databases that includes articles on the topic you're researching. You can also use our library guides, which provide helpful tips and lists of databases for research in particular topics. Once you've found a database that seems to fit your needs, you'll enter your Medaille One username and password, and will usually land on a search page. If not, look for a link that will allow you to search or browse the database. Just like with the library catalog, most databases provide two types of searches, basic and advanced. With a basic search, you can enter any number of keywords, and the database will search for articles that contain all of them somewhere within the full record of each article. The major differences between basic and advanced search are: 1. Advanced search lets you specify where in an item record you want to find a keyword, such as subject, author, title, or abstract. 2. Advanced search lets you combine search terms using and, or, and not to be more specific about what words you want to find and what you want to leave out. For more help with Boolean operators, check out the tutorial at this address. The most important part of any search in a database is choosing the right keywords for your information need. Articles and other materials contained in a scholarly database are organized by discipline, generally using the jargon, specially created words to describe terms and situations within a subject, of that discipline. If you're not sure what kinds of terms you should be using, that means you need to get to know a little more about your topic. Textbooks, encyclopedias, handbooks, and reference databases like Credo Reference can explain topics in more detail. Before you start searching, make a list of terms that you think best describe your topic, and then list some synonyms for those terms. Related terms should come next. These are terms that are not quite synonyms, but that describe a topic that is closely related to what you're looking for. Often, using related terms helps to find articles to round out your understanding of a topic. Now that you have a database for your topic and some keyword lists to use, it's time to start searching. We'll start with a basic search and with just one term. Searching capitalism gives us over 20,000 results, which you can see at the top of the list. Now, there are some basic ways to filter out results we don't need or want, but in general, doing a simple keyword search relies on the database to sort results by relevance, and we haven't given it a lot of information to work with. On the left are our limiters. We can specify that we want peer-reviewed articles only, and only want full-text articles that we can read right away. If we look at the dates for all results, we have articles from a span of over 100 years. To get the most relevant, up-to-date information, let's limit only to the past 10 years. And let's also limit only to results from academic journals. We've now significantly reduced the number of results to comb through in our search for useful information that meets our research needs. Now, let's think a little more about this term, capitalism. What aspect of capitalism are we really interested in? Let's tell the database more about what we want to find. We'd like articles about how capitalism as an economic policy affects and dictates class structure. First, let's move over to advanced search, because that will give us many more opportunities to tell the database about what we want. We have 3 search boxes connected by Boolean operators. Let's keep capitalism as a keyword search, but add economic policy as a subject heading and see what happens. Hopefully, this will tell the database that we are looking for articles that talk about economics and not sociological or other aspects of capitalism. In addition to the limiters we used before, let's add a new one, geography. We'll select United States to hopefully get articles only about economics as applied to the US. It looks like we have a bunch of articles pretty close to what we're interested in, even without specifying class. But maybe we can get even closer by adding another term. Let's add class as a keyword to our search, keeping the "and" between our terms. We have less than 100 results now, and although it looks like we have some results that are close to our information need, let's see if we can add a related term that will catch some more relevant articles. In the box for capitalism, let's use the Boolean operator OR with free market. Using the OR means we'll get articles that have either capitalism or free market, and using quotes around free market ensures that the database searches it as a phrase rather than as unconnected single terms. Let's take a look at the subject term economic policy we added to the second search box. What if economic policy is not actually a subject term that the database uses? In order to find out what kinds of subject terms the database uses, let's use the thesaurus up at the top and search. Economic policy is indeed a subject term, but perhaps a more specific term will help us find what we need better. We'll add economic development to our subject heading box with an OR operator between it and economic policy. Our results have expanded slightly, but not significantly. Perhaps a single, more general subject term, like economics, will help. As you can see, searching a database is an iterative process. In order to get the best results, you sometimes have to modify your search terms, use narrower or broader terms, try different subject headings, and think about how related terms might help. We've found a few articles that explore class in relation to capitalist economic systems, so now let's see what we can do with one. Beneath the title and publication information in the results list for item number 2, there's a link for PDF full text. Clicking this link will open a viewable PDF of the article. If we simply want to know more about the article, we could click Detailed Record, or from the results list page, click the item's title. The item details gives us information about author and publisher, subject terms associated with this article in the database, as well as an abstract of the article. Reading the abstract is a good way to find out if the article is relevant without actually downloading and reading the entire thing. But if we're in even more of a hurry, there's a way to see all of this information without clicking on the title. Clicking the magnifying glass icon next to an item opens a window that gives all the basic information found on the detailed record. Let's say, though, that this article is one we want to keep and use in a paper. From the PDF viewer, there are a couple things we can do. Hovering the mouse over the PDF opens a dialog box with options for print and download. Clicking these links provides the appropriate save or print dialogues. On the right side of the screen, there is also a print icon, which should work the same way. There's an email icon, which will let you send the PDF to whatever email address you enter. If there's no PDF available, you can send the citation for the article. There's also a cite icon that will provide a citation for the article in whatever style guide you choose. These citations are usually quite accurate, however you should double-check the citation before using it in your references list. Although we've performed this search in the EBSCO Business Source Elite database, it's important to remember that the strategies we used and the save and print options we looked at can be generalized across nearly any database you encounter. The screen may look slightly different, colors, layout, etc., but you can do basic and advanced search, choose which fields to search in, and use Boolean operators in most databases. Be sure to look for those print, save, and preview icons as well. If you'd like a more in-depth look at database searching, check out our Advanced Databases video tutorial. For assistance picking databases, check out our subject-specific library guides. And as always, if you have more questions, you can always contact a librarian for even more help.